We do need a solution. I'm an old school socialist. Clean water, rivers and seas are too important, and private water companies have failed in their duty of care. These companies enjoy a privileged position. No competition, a weak regulator, a compliant government. I want to end these private monopolies. In the national interest, we should control and run water. But I'm a realist. The Tories and my own party do not have the appetite for nationalisation. So I propose an alternative. Private water companies have extracted huge dividends since privatisation, secured through higher bills, a failure to invest and ramping up debt. In December 2022, The Guardian reported that water companies had paid £69.5 billion in dividends. Over the same period, they have racked up £54 billion in debts. Companies are promising to invest in infrastructure, but only through passing on higher costs to consumers. Why do we accept water companies ripping us off, polluting our waters and telling us to pay to clean up their mess? The government really must take control of the situation, and I support the following. The government must block all future dividend payments until water companies meet standards that have been set. Clean water targets, debt targets, investment targets and low consumer bills. We need a zero dumping policy. Sewage overflows must be an exception, not a normal practice. We need a sustainable water industry. This means an ending the practice of borrowing in order to pay dividends. New and modern infrastructure must be a priority over dividends. The promise of privatisation is always better service and low costs. However, every time we've seen worse service and higher bills. Private companies are driven by profit. The proposal I've set out are a means of delivering the public interest. Dividends and profits should only be a reward where private companies deliver the promised services. If in the next Parliament we cannot spend, then we need to regulate and reform. If privatised water is to remain, we must ensure it works and benefits the people we all represent.
Double.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Speaker. And it is